Good morning, YouTube. This is Debra Smith coming to you this morning with my Wednesday food for thought. I hope everyone is doing fine. I had three quotes that I was torn between this morning, and I decided to go with this one because it was fitting for the time that we're in. And I'm going to get right into it. The quote for today is: stop trusting sex to heal your relationships, money to stop your worries, drugs to heal your problems. Trust prayer. God has the peace you're searching for. I'll repeat that again. Stop trusting sex to heal your relationships, money to stop your worries, drugs to heal your problems. Trust prayer. God has the answer you're searching for. And this is a very true quote, very powerful, because definitely in this day and time, we're searching all type of things, trying to find peace and happiness when there is no peace and happiness in anything but God. God brings us all the peace and happiness that we will need if we can just trust in Him. And that's a lot of times we'll say we trust God, but we're still trying to use all type of other gimmicks and things to make us happy and to feel at peace. But it doesn't work, especially, sex. Sex is not a healer for your relationship. A lot of times, we can lay down with somebody, and women, we're very emotional, we're emotional creatures, and we might lay down with most men, sex is just sex to them. A lot of them, they're not feeling anything while we're all involved in it and falling in love and think we're, feel it's going to make us feel better and it's going to make them love us. But that's not true. It doesn't, like I said, we're emotional creatures, and to them, they just having a good time. So, and when we get done, you might get up with an STD or pregnant, and what have that done? That have only added to the problem, that, the unhappiness that you already had. There you might have a child now that you don't know what to do with, and these young men these days, 9 times out of 10, they be like, oh, it ain't mine, so you're stuck with a baby. You might be stuck with an STD, or either when you get up, you find out that that man wasn't feeling what you were feeling, and it didn't do anything. It just added to your problems and your chaos and your unhappiness. So never trust sex to heal a relationship. Only God can heal their relationship. If you two come together and pray together about it and trust God, then that's what will heal their relationship, not sex. And we turn to drugs. That's the next thing I'm going to talk about. I think it named money second, but drugs. It is so very sad how so many people are turning to drugs, thinking, just to get a relief of what they think it is, but it's adding to the problem, because there you are already unhappy, and you're spending tons of money doing any and everything to get drugs because now you're hooked. And it's only adding to the chaos. I mean, you're stressed out if you can't get it. And it's never a solution. God is your peace. And we can learn that God is our peace, we would do so much better in life. A lot of us wonder why our life is so out of control, but we're choosing so many wrong things to bring us happiness and peace. When He's saying, trust me, I'm here. All you got to do is pray and believe and have the faith, and He will be that solution for you. And then, we're trusting our money. Money can't buy happiness. It can't buy peace. It will not do it, because many people that you see that's rich today and have a lot of money, they don't have peace. They're worried about their money, first of all, how to keep it. And people are begging for it. They got somebody asking for something all the time, and they're just, they're not at peace. It's still, after you buy everything that you want, ever dreamed of, and did all the things you did and went all the places that you've ever dreamed of, still you got to have some peace on, and money don't do it. Whatever was lacking in you before you got that money will still be lacking unless you trust God and go to Him, because it doesn't bring it. All these things that they name, drugs, money, and sex really just add to our life frustrations and problems because it bring on problems. It don't solve them. It actually bring more problems to you. So I thought this was a fitting quote. And as always, I have a scripture to go with this. And this is why God says that, this quote says that, God in prayer is the answer. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not to thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him and he shall direct thy path. He has the path. Before we was even put here, he had ordained a path for our life. And if we would trust in him and let him lead us to the happiness and the peace that we're searching for, we will be so much better off. Because like he said right here, if we acknowledge him, he'll direct our path because he set the plan years ago before he brought us into this world. And if we would trust in him, then we wouldn't, be, like it says, we always want to trust in our own understanding, what we think is best for us. But he's the author and the creator of us, so he would know what's best for us more than we could ever know. So I hope you all have enjoyed this Wednesday Food for Thought. I thought, I put it on my Instagram page probably a couple of months ago. And I said, I'm going to talk on this today because I find in the world today that so many people are turning to drugs and sex, and so many young ladies are coming up pregnant, and so many people with STDs because they're trusting in so many wrong things to bring them happiness. And we gotta turn to God. As the saying said, when you've tried everything else and it failed, why not try Jesus? Because he's definitely the solution. I hope you all have a blessed Wednesday, and I hope you really have enjoyed my food for thought and it caused you to think. And until my next Wednesday Food for Thought, everyone, please stay blessed.